When you want to know love you like vegetable, so tell me if you love Tony Rebel. I'm in love you like a fresh vegetable, so tell me if you love Tony Rebel.
Nothing else sounds as good as
WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And it is that time of the morning when we come to you for the final Activated Mornings talk time, right? Our last talking to you segment of the morning. And this one is Talk to Us. So we want you to be a little bit more interactive. Remember, you can call us, you can WhatsApp us on the number 457-9997. All right, that's the number to call us here in studio, 457-9997. You can call us direct, you can call us on WhatsApp. All right, in studio you have Roleza and Dianna. I am Dianna, and the other person you're seeing, or the other voice you will hear, is Roleza, right? And for our Talk to Us segment, we have a call. Okay,
we didn't even have to do the countdown. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, my Roleza.
Oh, you Dave, you could turn down the radio in the background.
Yeah, it's off now. Off. Wonderful interview this morning. Wonderful interview. I can't even explain how I feel about it, but it was a wonderful gesture to have Shafiqah and Robin, and to hear the sentiments, especially after competing at Paris 2024, the Olympics. And I just hope, I don't want to prolong anything, I just hope that those in authority, those who sit in charge of the country, take note and will do better in terms of athletes and where sport is concerned in the country. Sport is as important as any other developmental aspect of our country, right? And to hear, and we can't forget, I don't think, as long as I live, I can't forget the impact these two athletes made on, for St. Vincent and the Grenadines at the Olympics. First female and first male to reach to those heights. And just a little, just a little more impetus we could have had for the first time 2 medals at the Olympics. And let me say, this ain't no bad boy or no bad girl thing. I hope the younger folks within their age group take note, because our country, as far as I'm concerned, is plagued with some negative activities that we cannot tolerate. And I am so happy that they use God, whatever it means to them, they use God, because sometimes I think St. Vincent and the Grenadines is no longer a God-fearing country. The things that we have been involved in, and it's so, it lifts me, it lifts me, it lifted my heart to hear them speaking in that way. And what a lovely relationship they seem to have between them. So my call is to appeal to Vincentians, take warning, and try to emulate and to even do better than what Shafika and Handel did for us. Big up, big up, big up. Roleza, man, you got to run just now, eh?
I can beat you. Trust me, if it's one race I'm going to win, it's that one. I can beat you.
Okay. Well, that's an invitation.
put in my mouth
Anytime.
with my
All right,
mouth
have a
is.
good one.
All right, Dave. Have a good one today. All right. All right. So yes, we are just going to echo again Dave's sentiments in terms of the support that we would like to see behind Handel and Shafika and our other Olympic hopefuls or other athletes or other persons involved in other sporting areas, right? So yeah. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. And they were very well spoken. They gave very sound advice for such young persons. You know, normally some of the things they said normally you heard from older persons. I'm glad that they said it. And coming from somebody who is young, I hope that the persons within their age group, even younger and closer to their age group, would take heed, seeing that it's one of their own, basically.
Pairs.
Speaking.
Yeah. All right. So it is our open forum. It is our Talk to Us segment. We've renamed it for obvious reasons. Took us a while, but yes, for obvious reasons. It's a Talk to Us segment. So to get in on it, it's 457-9997. All right. Through WhatsApp as well as through direct calls. All right. So in the event that we don't have another call, let's broach this topic. So our topic, or our suggested topic, is: should we be more comfortable talking about our salaries? Right? And let me tell y'all exactly why this came up. So we see ads being placed for persons being asked to apply for particular jobs, right? Oftentimes there is no indication of what the salary is going to be, right? You go to the interview, you get called for an interview, and one of the questions that you know that is going to be asked is, what is your salary expectation? Many of us in SVG, we do not know. Let me see, we have a call. Let's all right, I'll continue with that in a bit. Hi, Coach, good morning.
Good morning. Like how a lot of people in St. Vincent now, jumping, oh, this, that. When she was really struggling, not a soul was going there for her, to tell you the truth. When she was really struggling, it was hard. I'm telling you.
Well,
And I'm glad,
go ahead.
I'm glad that the people of St. Vincent understand what it takes to make an athlete now. And I hope they're not just on the bandwagon for today or for this week or whatever it is, but they're on it for forever now, because you don't achieve greatness by one step. You have to make many steps to achieve greatness. So I don't know much about Hansel, but I know a little bit of the background for Shafika, and I know she had it real hard. So I'm glad that she's getting her flowers and her roses now. But I hope that those roses and flowers continue until we see a championship out of her.
Yep. Something that they both said. So yes. Right, but remember too, they did state that we don't take athletics seriously in SVG or as seriously as the other Caribbean islands. They mentioned
and the point I'm making, the governing body of athletics, a lot of people seem to not want to talk about that portion of it. From what I hear from some people who is in athletics, they tell you that the governing body of athletics is the one who decides who goes and who don't go. Nobody could just go to competition without the governing body of athletics. It's supporting it, and I think. And the governing body in St. Vincent need to probably do better for the athletes out here and the athletes in St. Vincent. And as we say, we need to treat this thing as one school or one village or one country, and not separate and have their own little. Your little inside fight has nothing to do with my country. I want to see my country proud. So your little personal thing, you need to put that aside when it comes to the country. That's how I see it.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't care what party, what kind of religion, whatever it is. Because I'm not religious. I mean, I have my party favorite, but those things don't stop me from supporting who I need to support when it's come to my country. I don't care. I don't care who you belong to. I don't care. If you need help and I could help you, I help you. And that's my philosophy in life. I don't see color. I don't see party. I don't see nothing. I see someone who's in need. I help that person. And so I think that's the mindset that we as Vincent and all over the world need to take on. Not just for the athletics only. The other areas that people need help in too, that we could help, you know? And that's my point I'm just making. It's like we all are in bandwagon now, jumping up. But 2 weeks from now, you're gonna hardly hear her name or you're gonna hardly hear his name, you know?
Yeah, well, we're hoping that it's going to be sustained because we do see. All right, thanks, Kojo. We do see that the talent does exist in SVG, so it is just for us to take it more seriously and to be behind and be supportive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
so many things for us to take seriously. I love my country, and I don't intend to go anywhere. I have no intention of living outside of St. Vincent, not outside of the Caribbean, right? For several reasons. But Vinci, we have so much we gotta work on. And some of these things, they're cries that you've been hearing for years. There are so many things in this country that we need to take more seriously. And I don't know why we not do it. People are talk about it, people are dead, left the talk behind. Other persons come pick up the talk and we're going with it. And I don't know. I don't understand. Because it's not just athletics. That's one of it. And we talk about us not taking athletics seriously for years, long before Shafika and Handel and the Olympics. We talk about this. Same thing with our creative arts. Oh gosh. Vinci, we need to do better, man. Come on. We gotta do better. But moving on before I get depressed in here. Moving on.
All right. So we're going to just flip back to the topic of should we be more comfortable talking about our salaries, right? So I was making reference to, so we get called for an interview, and one of the questions that we are bound to be asked is, what is your salary expectation? Now, there are many times when persons don't even know what salary to ask for because we don't know what the salary scale is supposed to be. In just about every interview that I've ever gone in my life, maybe with the exception of one, I have had to ask another friend in a similar position, what is it they are making? So that I would know what it is that I should ask for. And this is a thing. Now, had I not had friends who are comfortable with disclosing what their salary is, I would know what it is that I should be earning. So this is why, and a friend and I had a conversation about it last week, where you see a lot of these ads that are placed, and there's a line in it that tends to say, well, I think something to the effect of salary would be commensurate based on experience or qualifications or something to that effect. However, when some of these same ads are posted, when persons who are overseas who are looking at them, they would message me and ask me, why isn't the salary included in the ad? Because it would let persons know whether or not they should apply for it, or if it makes sense for them to apply for it. So we have a caller. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Roleza.
Morning.
And Dianna.
Good morning, Dianna.
Yes. Now, I was listening to another radio station just now, and I hear a young man calling. I don't know if it's not so much illiterate still, boy. It's a sad thing. Now, he is telling the host of the program that St. Vince, the guy that where you already think for last week went to jail for raping his daughter, 7 years daughter. If St. Vincent had a whole house, the guy wanna do something like that. You ever hear ignorance coming out of man's mouth?
There are a lot of ignorant persons around there. I would be truthful. There are a lot of ignorant persons. If you have to tell somebody, say after what? It's after 12 is lunch, that is ignorance. And there are people who still say it. Sorry, folks, if I sounded very loud.
No, because I know today I really realize the is still illiterate. I did not. I said that we don't get over that.
No, we haven't.
That's where you put in your own child. If so, okay then. So you didn't have no woman. It has so much. I mean, it has so much young woman, young ladies around St. Vincent. Even he be able to go and let say pick a phase or something with her. Is that the same thing that if you go into a whole house?
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be consensual relations, and I really want to hope it's more consensual relations with the intent of actual relationships as opposed to seeking pleasures. But yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, just because of what he said. Yeah.
Well, you see, if you just keep the dial on WEFM and you won't hear the nonsense, right? You don't have to switch to another radio station, keep the dial here because we don't have the ignorance here.
No, well, you see, but I mean, just get I want to say, when put on the state radio and it was on that station.
You see, you got all worked up when you should have just stayed on WEFM the whole time.
Yeah, but at least I'm still glad that I listened to them that I really knew that service still have some illiterates.
Yes, we still have them.
Yeah, we need to really educate some man. No man, Vincent, no, we have to do better than that and stop talking them stupidness when man do ignorant and put a course on themselves and let them man hold.
Yep.
This is a 7 years child and it's your own blood.
Yeah.
So he could come telling me because we have a whole house.
Yeah, well,
that's why the man do that.
Yeah, well, let's not repeat it. We don't need to repeat it.
Well, I think he should have got some jail too.
All right.
But anyhow, you all young ladies have a great day and reach home safe. Stay blessed out of the weather.
Thank you.
But really say your number that you gave me the other night, about 2 weeks ago, it called.
I know it
Friday
called.
Night.
It called the same day. It called the same Friday night too.
No, it called it next night.
Is it
but
next
they call
night?
it middle D. But they call it this week, no big D.
So you see, keep playing it. Just keep playing it.
You bet that Dianna ain't come yet.
So it goes sometimes, man. So it go.
I just put in the hand foot, man. How don't we come, man? When the time come, man.
Of course. You just have to keep doing it. Remember, you have to be in it to win it. So just keep playing.
To win it. Yes. All right, you all have a great day.
All right, you too. Thanks.
You.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So right. So just to switch back now to the talking about our salaries. So it is just something that well, we're not going to get to expand up fully on it, but it is just something that I think puts a lot of persons in a position where they either don't know what to ask for, so they under ask, because I think many times when persons go in for an interview or persons want a job, they want to change a job or they want a new job or whatever the case may be, they just want this job. So in a sense, they are going to quote unquote accept whatever it is that they get without knowing what the actual position, what you're supposed to be getting for the actual position. And this is the reason why this happens, is because salary scales, in a sense, now we know what minimum wage is, but for many positions, we also don't know what it is that person should be paid for those particular positions. So, yeah, and I was making the point that if you're ever applying for, let's say, a job regionally or internationally, they tend to list what the salary is going to be within the ad itself.
I did not know that. So you see, I am here in Vinci with my only Vincentian experience. All I've seen were our ads here, and I've never seen one here with the salary in it. So now you mentioning that's news to me, because you know, so now I see something different here.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing, and this is why we're asking the question, should we be more comfortable with talking about our salaries? Because if I'm applying for a new job, I need to know what is it? It's not markets. What is I forget what's the word I'm looking for, but what is the general scale? What is the general scale that person should receive? So if I'm applying for a job as a radio host, I had to ask another friend, well, what is it I should be getting for this particular position, right? Not necessarily just saying for WEFM, but I'm talking about for all the other jobs that I've had. I've had to ask persons, what is it that I should ask for? What is it that I should expect? So that when I go into the interview, I don't feel as if I need to be asking for less money, because I don't want to seem as if I'm asking for too much.
Yeah.
Right? So
I see what you're saying. So To answer that question, yes, I agree. Yes, we should be more comfortable talking about our salaries. I also had to do that one time. I was checking on something, so I did message a friend, ask her. Actually, I didn't even ask her about her salary. It was something else, and she just told me what the salary was immediately.
Mhm.
I was really surprised. Like, okay, so she's really just cool with. But then we have a good relationship.
Mhm.
So she just told me what it was, and I think that it could be helpful. I mean, some persons could use it, for bad, as with everything. But I do believe that we should make things a little bit easier for persons, right?
Yeah. And the thing too is that I remember in the same conversation I had with a friend. So she was applying for a job and she asked several persons who were in the same, who had roughly about the same job title, and they didn't answer.
You see, because I was just
they
going to
didn't
say that not
answer.
everybody would be comfortable now talking about their salary, because the reality is some persons would take that to go with it and calculate. People stop. So some people are going to say, if this is what you're getting paid, and then start to calculate your own salary, especially if it's family members. Right?
Yeah.
But that does happen. There's that also. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of if I will be the friend to answer.
I would
that
be the friend to
question.
answer. I would be the friend to tell you what it is that whatever position it was, what it is that I was making, especially if I'm leaving a position. And persons know that I'm leaving a position. I would tell them what it is. Whoever reached out to me because they know that I'm leaving, I would tell them what it is that I was making so that when they go into the interview, especially if they have the same qualifications as I do, that they know to expect that or more because the company paid me that, or they could possibly pay them more, right? Because we have to look out for each other in a sense, because too many persons are going out, they're going for interviews, they're not asking for what it is that they really should deserve, they really should be earning. And just because you don't want to throw the interviewers off because you're thinking that you're asking for too much, right? So I think we have to get a bit more comfortable. And I think that persons need to as well, when they're placing ads, to at least give the salary range. Even if you're not going to put the specific salary, what it is, give the salary range. All right. So that persons aren't left blinded in a sense or going in blind. Right. So that was us with our Talk to Us segment. Several things we talked about, but our main topic would have been, should we be more comfortable talking about our salaries? And that concludes our Talk to Us segment for today.